Welcome to Wednesday's Market SITREP here at Top Gun Options. Matthew Buckley, the primary and weekly options model portfolio manager here at TGO, coming in from Salt Lake City, getting ready to give a keynote this afternoon out here to Johnstone Supply after speaking to the Panthers yesterday. So the journey across the U.S. Continues. Really enjoying what's going on with the markets. It's not that great news, but I'm enjoying it just based on the positions in our model portfolio because we're really seeing that we're right. Yesterday we talked about this, but the Richmond Fed, the conference board's numbers, really not that good, and we're not seeing good numbers out of durable goods as well. Core durable goods, whenever you see the word core, it means X something, X transportation, autos, aircraft, stuff like that. Durable goods coming in essentially flat. We'll be looking at new home sales coming out at 10 a.m., but we're really seeing, the miss and the capital expenditures with the durable goods, and we also got revisions to the downside as well. So, are things getting, economically bad enough that we're going to say, well, maybe the Fed isn't going to taper again, come the Octaper that we've been talking about, or that we might hear at the end of October? I don't know. I think they shocked the market so much with the non-taper announcement last week that the market's really back into exiting Bizarro market, meaning bad news is going to be bad news once again. Even if the Fed stays around, we know that one day they're going to have to leave. It's just a matter of when, okay? So going to be very interesting to see what happens here, especially, we got Senator Cruz on the floor of the Senate going into hour 20 or whatever of his essentially a filibuster on Obamacare, he's tilting at windmills there, but gotta love a guy who's got the strength of his convictions. But really confirmed what we've believed here at Top Gun Options. This market got ahead of itself. This rally right here on the Fed announcement was short covering, and we're going to be giving some of this back. Bank of America Merrill Lynch saying, hey, we break through 1700 with any sort of airspeed. The next stop is going to be 1658, right around this level. And with the potential government shutdown looming, I agree with them. The Treasury Secretary Lou warned the other day that October 17th is the no kidding day that we run out of money. So the extraordinary measures will be exhausted no later than October 17th. Extraordinary measures meaning accounting tricks. We're broke. We know we're broke, but we're really, really, really broke on October 17th. So stand by for some volatility. Stand by for the potential market to implode here on a government shutdown. Even if it's going to be brief, we know that the markets aren't going to like all that volatility. You can see the VIX is staying elevated around a new resting heart rate of around 14, which is exactly what it did back as we were leading into the fiscal cliff, right? Remember, let's go back here, right around here in the fall. The resting heart was right around 15 here, and then we had this massive spike up to about 23 in the VIX. So get ready for a big spike in the VIX as well. The article I got to share with you in the Wall Street Journal today. Really, it's a shake your head moment. The prosecutors in New York are looking at a ginormous settlement against SAC, $1.5 to $2 billion. What does this? Why do I bring this up? If you are rich enough, you can do anything you want to do in the United States. If you're one of the small, the lieutenants, the underlings, or whatever, you're going to jail. If you're the skipper, you're not going anywhere. You can pay your way out of it, which is obviously the exact opposite of the way I was raised. The way when I served in the military, the ship runs aground. Doesn't matter if the commanding officer's sleeping on a treadmill, eating, or down in the engine room. He gets fired. Yeah, it's not a career-enhancing move for the guy driving the ship or the officer of the deck, but the commanding officer goes down. On Wall Street, absolutely exact opposite. We'll throw everybody small we can under the bus and save the skipper. So prosecutors in New York are just they're mailing it in, folks. And again, here we are years after this financial crisis, this financial tsunami that devastated Americans' portfolios, 401ks, and people still aren't back to normal. not one person's really gone to jail. Nobody's been held accountable. So guys like John Corzine just laugh and keep on collecting massive paychecks. So, welcome to the new America. Okay, so there's my rant for today. All right, folks, got to run. Got to prepare, like I said, for keynote this afternoon. I'll be back tomorrow morning with Thursday's SITREP, but looking at really solid profits in our weekly options model portfolio. We put on a bearish double vertical, or I never got filled on it, but potentially some folks who got filled on a bearish double vertical for a $150 credit are looking at over a $4,000 gain on that bearish double vertical that we put on, potentially put on Monday. It was 15 contracts, and it was two. If you don't know what a double vertical is, it's two spreads on top of each other with the same strategic mindset. In this case, it was bearish. We sold the 1720, 1725 bear call spread and turned around and bought the 1695, 1700 bear put spread. So bearish double vertical, and really seeing a nice profit on that, over $4,000 in 2.5 days. So good stuff going on in our weekly options model portfolio. All right, have a great day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll see you guys with tomorrow's SITREP.